Hello everyone, and I'm the writer, and we're back to Destinies. We are near the end. I know. Don't remind me. Anyway. This proves that the prints are on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. Oh, right, this nonsense. Ah! Yes! The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clayton! Wait, no. I feel like that's gonna cause another issue. They were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? Ah, I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? Our person moved his glove during the investigation. Well, we had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. When you look at the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his print on the lighter with his blood. After which you wiped the blood off his hand. Oh, whoa. Oof. By your own admission, you were also the only one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. The ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create your own impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So, what does this mean? That Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom? Remember the killer's escape route? Where he jumped? Mid that? No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Man, you could have killed him at any moment, Simon. Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. Alright, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom. Silence. It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. Oh, what a lie. An undercover investigator? That sounds less wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright? That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom. But sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. Why do I doubt that? What? You're telling us this now, but what if you say is true, then who was the mysterious person Miss Blackwell saw and Mr. Stallbark saw? Wow, I forgot about that, dude. It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him. I don't believe you. Then how do you explain this fabricated lighter? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Oh my god. Finding the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back the psych profile you have on him. So he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me in the past year, did he? I haven't been champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has a top secret information for all kinds of cooperation and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. The case is about the Phantom after all. Oh my god. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in the courtroom. Casually says that. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's going to lie his way out now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright, if we can't find a flaw in his logic. He's right. After all, we've come this way. We can't let Fulbright oh my god, wow, I said it. We can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There. I finally told you the truth. Now, I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Oh, what's with the scary face now, buddy? Huh? You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What?! How can you even say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom! What? Evidence is everything. Right, Dono. I don't know about that. And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we have up to this point is that the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But... I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. Prosecutor Blackwell! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went out of his way in his efforts for me. He actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me! Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. Is it? In any case, looks like everything has been resolved. Has it? I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Ah, very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up. Miss Sykes will go free as well. What? But Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do now, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... what do? I don't have any proof Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he going to get away just like that? Now, if you excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that... I'm off! Oh, good riddance. I know he's not gone. I know, it'll be too simple. Yep, hold it. Who shouted that? Oh, hi!
The defense? No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict act and would like to see the trial continue.
What? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges! Why are you doing this to me?
It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over?
What? I love this. Athena, what are you doing? I hope we don't get held in contempt of court. Really? Out of everything, you think this would get you in contempt of court?
I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you revealed?
Oh,
Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am. I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions?
I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared, but he's not feeling happy at all.
What? Does that mean...
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie.
Oh, I love you. That's it! With your special ability, we might be able to stop him.
Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Yes, well, even before all of this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. I mean, everyone else here is weird. What's the worst?
If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him?
Ha ha ha! Oh, he's lost it. Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? Fulbright! I think you better have that counseling. Not you too! You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me! Ah ha ha ha! Oh, how you amuse me so! You know Gundam? Like, Gundam Tanaka? From Danganronpa? Those two would get along so well. But what's going on here?
That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena. Huh? Mind filling me in here?
Guess who's left in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Because he knew I noticed if there was a lack of emotion, like joy or relief, in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two are working together just now? Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
You got it! Time to check out the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this.
Oh no, this is the last time we'll see. Well, no, wait, we got the DLC. Never mind. I kind of forgot about that. Even with all this over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's still registering no emotion at all?
It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom Psych profile.
Oh my god.
Detective Fulbright, the lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom.
What?
Hey! What's going on?
Wait, hold it. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing, detective? I butchered that. Me? I'm not doing anything.
He's trying to hack into Mode Matrix program. I can't do anything like this.
Gah! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Ha ha ha, sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There. Now you can't hack me anymore. I dare you to try and hide your lack of emotions from us.
Ah ha ha, lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deeply with that accusation.
What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading?
Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this?
Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden.
What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Detective Sykes. Oh my God, Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional function.
Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right?
Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotion from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's a result of my daily training. He just outed himself as the Phantom. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. More like for us spies. Seriously! But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. Ah ha ha ha, a feeling I'm trying to hide. That's a good one. You're the ones who've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of the deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom, and be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect, because you are about to see that I am an undercover agent can really do. Oh, God. What the? How are we supposed to pick out someone's unknown from the master?
I don't know what we can do with this either.
This must be his defense against your ability.
So you think this is what he meant by he's really capable of?
I hate to know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, we know he's hiding something, and that he's feeling threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings and emotion he can't completely conceal. Must be hidden somewhere in his testimony. It's sadness. Everyone cries, I think. I hope you do. I don't know. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of the chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock. You felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Huh. A fear that a man can hardly— oh, frick. A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh?
And it was a response to that moon rock.
Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because— of course, that's it! Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. Okay, we lived through this. Yep, assassins. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid of the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity was revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. If you're a true spy, you feel nothing! Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity.
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had a reason to take it with him? Because there was something on it that would have revealed his true identity. What the frick? Now where do you think you're going? Me. I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try and get away? How many more of those toys does he have? And where can I get myself some? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with that moon rock? In justice we trust, not my emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid? Don't make me laugh! What did he do? Ah!
And what was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions.
Well, unless you're like, whatever the frick Blake is in Pokemon Adventures. Those people exist.
Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts of analysts serve no purpose. And now, in the dark age of the law, nobody will believe your claim that it's effective. And an era where evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery! Oh, is she gonna break down again? Break down. I'm sorry. You know, for what it's worth, this tried to be something. I know it's like one of the weakest. Actually, no, Spirit of Justice is the worst, but that's fine.
All I hear is distrust.
As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
Uh-oh, he's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed a new life into the courtroom. It has freed the many hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting the truth. What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of relief when it comes to the moon rock. I see. What do you mean you see? Very well, I will give the opinion of this court. In trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence.
But Your Honor! Frick you!
Evil laugh. There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I've seen her do this firsthand several times already. Aw, surely you jest.
So does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I've seen worse. I think there is a merit in examining why the witnesses feel fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on the matter.
That's the win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell the court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology. My fears. Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Evil laugh! I'm not doing a laugh. I can't really do an evil laugh, if you can clearly see by the laughs throughout this. Anyway. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What a reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? Not at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I am on the side of justice. Oh, I can't wait to say goodbye to you. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, if you sound convincing enough. Really, Simon? But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Oh! Dang! The Phantom is like the mist, no flesh, no bones. My sword is alone cannot cut it, right, Dono? I get the man is 6'4", but my god, he's built. With your deductive reasoning and the body of the evidence before us. Let us send this miserable phantom foe to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell? We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore people's faith in the courts. Ah, that sweet theme. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. As a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. So did Phoenix. You're not alone. I bear part of the responsibility as well. For being suspected for forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were the beginning of the Dark Age of the law. Then it is also our burden to cut away with the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Evil laugh! Trust. Understanding? Ha! Fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing. You know, this did not age well. This, once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where the real trust is to be found. So what, the trilogy? You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies always. Oh, your anime pro tag moment, wasn't it, Phoenix? Yeah, let's keep going for a bit. I win! Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course, that's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clayteran. That's right, and the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again.
Oh my god! And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did! I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Oh my god, I don't remember that. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit blood got on the moon rock, and that he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the scene of the crime. Well, same difference. You mean if you ran the analysis now, we know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. I'm ignoring the laughs, but unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. It was blown up, wasn't it? That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened in the great detail. You can? Time to bluff my way to victory. Of course! Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Ah! What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Yeah. Oh, the infamous swords of beguiling bluff, the edges without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. I'm gonna miss this dialogue, but I'm not gonna miss the old English speak. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! What the frick? Ah! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now the culprit's supposed to remove the moon rock from the lab, but in the video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right. But here's something else to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss. Security would be super tight at the Space Center back then.
All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security these days. All personnel effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You could even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab. But the moon rock was never found. How could I forgot about that? A sad but true fact, we haven't have a grasp of how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into ether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tell us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that earlier. Either. Whatever. The Phantom made the mark disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can. Your Honor, time to bluff my way to victory. What? Oops, sorry. I mean, what? Oh, okay, I get it now. In that case, let us hear your answer, Mr. Wright. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene? And that's where I'm gonna start off now, because we're close to the end. I think maybe 1 or 2 more episodes and we're done. Yeah, this is gonna be finished. Thank God. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.